Okay, so this is just below Kim and Jay's house. I'm on the walking path, the footpath, and that's looking towards Steve and Katie's. That pink flagging that you see here is just our identification of the keep out zone for the feller buncher. But I'm going to pan to the left now. This is the results of their logging. They took all, as much as they could reach, they took all the trees out here. And that was part of the deal. And so that's area to be planted. Now over here to the left, it's a beautiful sunset, by the way, look at that. Over here to the left is the beginning. You can see the tracks in the dirt. This is the grading project, basically, that leveled this path from Kim and Jay's area to my place. I needed to lower it 6 feet, and Ed brought a bulldozer in to do that. That flag right there is 1,206 feet elevation set by the surveyors. And looking out there now towards in the distance, the bulldozer, it looks like it goes up. It does a little bit, but it also, it's deceiving because I'm a little low here, but it finishes up at 1206. So it's 1206 here, right where I'm pointing, and it finishes up out there at 1206. I know it sounds like I'm a nut getting fixated on this, but I did that so that I have a better pad to build my house on, something I had to do. You can see where the sunset is. It normally meaning all the other times I've been here for the sunset, it's out there. So right there. And that's in summer. So that's the difference between summer and winter. But this path is going to be from Steve and Katie's house to Jay and Kim's house, and then to my house. So I imagine that this is how we're going to visit one another. If we've got a, whatever, horse, motorcycle, quad, whatever. This is how we'll go. And I'm happy with this turned out. It's like I envisioned, with the bank on the left, and that'll get seeded with a bunch more ferns and vinca and stuff to hold it in and also make it look nice. And you can see the kind of the cut that went through the dirt. That's what they had to do in order to take it down 6 feet. And so I've got some area here that can be planted with various things. But it'll be fun to take this on as a project to make this look nice. And this will be a walking path. We don't need much room, so I want to make it lush. And this outcropping of dirt, I asked them to leave it because I thought it was, my place is on the other side. And it's a maple right there, or an alder. No, it's an alder, I think. Yeah, it's an alder. And it's got a stump in it and everything. And I thought, oh, let's leave it. Just put ferns around it, and it'll just be a nice feature here. And you see where that flagging is. This is the protected area, the part of the forest that's between my place and Kim and Jay's, and that we preserved that. And you can see that flag up there, right ahead, right there. That's the old mark that was 6 feet too high, and now where I'm standing and walking, it's 6 feet lower than that. So here's my building pad. It's not official because it has to be compacted with a sheep's foot and a bulldozer, so that's going to be done by whoever my contractor is. But that slope there is going to get changed, pushed out back a little bit, and that's going to be basically my driveway up to my place. Remember, I've got in the shop, I'm going to be parking my truck. So bulldozer, there's my view too. So my house is situated on an angle. Basically, you can see in the distance, there's the excavator back there. It goes from there to a tree. I think it's right there with the red on it. But basically, it's right in here. And so it sits at an angle so it can take advantage of the view and the sunset. And this, it looks flat, but I don't want it to be flat here. Basically, it's got to get sloped down to that area ahead where it looks lower. And I'll walk over there. You can see it. So you see those trees out there right ahead. Those are staying. We'll have to drive around them, but my garage is going back in that corner, back in there. And there's a burn pit, ashes there, and you see how it's low right out there. Ed's going to push this dirt, and we're going to start filling in that area down there and eventually rock it. So we want to get this as flat as possible to be a, I don't want to say parking lot, but a place where we can sit a vehicle on the gravel, put it in the garage, or leave it outside. So that's pretty much it here. Next week it's going to start transforming some more. We're getting closer and closer to how I want all this to work out. Now from my place looking back, you can now see the road, the walking trail that's going to go up to Kim and Jay's. I'm going to go back that way. I think that looks good, especially when it gets greened up. I like this path that is created now. And I wanted to do it so that I could also build what I want to build here in this piece of the lot. See that stake there? That's 6 feet higher than where I stand right now. So that's, they got done what I wanted. Looks like it's a little high there, right there. And maybe it is high by a foot, but I don't care. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to spend any more money on it. It's going to feel good when you walk on it. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving this lump right here. Looks good. Imagine this bank with ferns on it and vinca, other, natural wild stuff that they have here. Big fir and hemlocks there. Lots of forest here. Oh, it won't go there. How do we do that? There we go. Maples and alders. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Finish up with a view out there. Very pretty. Okay, Garmin, stop recording. Okay, Garmin, stop recording.